Hello, I'm Freelander. Welcome to the Game Trove. If I sound a little stuffy, it's because there's thick smoke outside. I live in the desert and sometimes we have wildfires. So this is Army of Tactics, obviously, and we're talking about the token today that is live. They have another token coming. These tokens are both going to be for their whole metaverse of at least 3 games in the pipe, 3 to 5 games, I believe. Another one coming out this year. This one in particular is Army of Tactics. So, obviously, at 50 a battle, I would not have gotten 1 million coins right now. It only being out for a month. Unless I didn't do anything, but still don't think there's enough time in the day. I did buy some, and I just wanted to point out some of the ways you can earn it though. Battle at 50, there's Elite Battle. This screenshot is prior to me unlocking that. That you can get 500,000 worth. Now, the either way, it's just a vastly different amount that you're spending and receiving. The Elite Battle, 2 players put in 500,000 and one player comes out with 950,000. The other player comes out with 0. The other way is you can build these buildings and harvest resources and then complete tasks for your island villagers. They're usually between 3 and 15 coins per one. 3 missions can spawn at the same time, and it takes about an hour and a half for the new mission to come up. That's at this island level. There might be more island levels where you can get higher coin payouts. In the future, this is closed beta. You can get access to it relatively easily. And open beta is happening next month on the iPhone. Android coming soon. Alright, so that's a little bit of in-game. Want to take you to Morales Money. Okay, this is the price history versus ETH over the last month since it was generated. Very smooth chart, stagnating a little bit, but we are not primarily talking about price here. None of this is financial advice. We're primarily talking about security. I do want to go through just a few metrics. This is CoinBrain. They seem to list all the small tokens, or at least this small token. Market cap of $2 million. Verified liquidity of $400,000. So this might be the undiluted, and this might be the fully diluted kind of thing. Or it's just all out there, and this is just how much people have spent on it in the last month. Not quite sure how it works out. But if all the tokens are in circulation at this price, then or at this price over here, then this is our market cap. It is a play to earn token, so we will be going through inflation and deflation stuff. If you have a play to earn token, you want to make sure the burns are roughly equal to the emissions, which is one of the security features we're going to be going through here. Security score on Morales Money only gets a 60, but that's because of 2 factors that we'll be going through and the reasons why the token might be that way. I've gone through the Ember Sword white paper in that I went through how they have an inflation plan of 1 to 5%. The emissions are algorithmic depending on how much is being burned. So the more is burned, the more they can emit. The less is burned, the less they can emit. Very nice system there. I would recommend checking out the Imbersword white paper, as I think it's a really good model. It's untested, but they did keep an eye on all the successes and failures of the last 2 years in play to earn, and I really have high confidence in that team. Now, this is Army of Tactics we're talking about, and my hope is that their inflation schedule is roughly equal to their emissions. Now, the elite battle, if a lot of people take part, that will be deflationary because 1,000,000 tokens go in and only 950,000 tokens come back out. So that's good. Hopefully some of those are being burned. They have mentioned token burns when you buy things and spend on cards and everything. My guess is some goes back to the team. Not sure about that. If they don't go back to the team at all, that would be just amazing for the players, and they'd get a lot more people playing the game. However, I think a little bit should go back to the team for purposes of making the game better, and also rewards for making a great game in the first place. Okay, so security, our main topic of today. So let's just go through some of the things they got right. It's open source, so you can see the code. That's good. I do not have the skills to verify that it's good open source, but that's what Morales Money is for, to give common people a chance to see what things are good about it and what not. Hidden owner, no. We can find out the owner's identity. Owner's address is right here. Their blockchain identity, like their wallet address isn't obscured. Buy tax 0, sell tax 0. That's really important. I'd rather have in-game mechanisms happen rather than on-chain buy and sell tax, because when you have a on-chain buy and sell tax, the token isn't going to be as attractive to traders, and so it's going to get less volume, less interest to speculators. Not financial advice. Moving on. Slippage, like editing that so that it slips more, so that things can be manipulated to give certain people more money. Blacklisted, anti-whale, holders, owner percent, creator percent, 0. Oh. That is interesting. So the person that generated it, unless they did a different wallet, has 0% of the supply, and the creator has 0% of the supply. This is Morales Money itself is in beta, so take everything here with a grain of salt, but I think it can give you a good stepping stone to stand on. Proxy, retrieve ownership. Oh, they cannot take ownership back of this token. That is very interesting. I like that. Self-destruct, honeypot. So a token where you can only put money in, and nobody but somebody who knows how can take it back out. It's very, very big. Like, if this is checked yes, then don't touch it with a 10-foot pole. Whitelisted, token name. Army of Fortune coin, of course, is what we're talking about. Total supply is big. Liquidity holders, 0. Apparently, I think the minting contract has most of the liquidity right now, or not the minting contract, but the contract address. So now we get to our first kind of problem, but I don't think it's really a problem. It's a potential problem. So mintable. So what happened with Terra Luna is the price of something else that was tied to contractually dumped, and dumped by billions more than it could handle, and so it minted a ton of the stablecoin. I believe it was the stablecoin that was minted. That was Luna. It was the stablecoin that was minted. No, sorry, it was Luna that was minted. The stablecoin was dumped, and Luna was minted into oblivion. So if that happens, basically you have the price times the amount of tokens is the circulating supply, and if the circulating supply suddenly doubles, then the price halves. Basically, is how supply and demand works. And so if somebody suddenly mints 10 times the coins, then they can sell those and get 9 out of every $10 that are in the token of liquidity out. So basically everybody else is stolen from by 90%. However, there is a reason for this. It's a play to earn token. My guess is it's mintable so that the issuer, the game, can mint more tokens for the players in perpetuity. That means going forward, so that the game can keep being relevant to players that want to earn a little bit of the token. So I just hope the inflation schedule with the play to earn model, the burns are maybe a little bit less or a little bit more or the same as the ones that get minted, so that inflation isn't a big deal. 1 to 5% inflation on a play to earn token is not bad at all. SLP was ridiculously high as far as inflation goes. Axie Infinity's token. So once the hype died down, the price just keeps falling and falling and falling. Supposedly, you can still make your money back on Axies you spend in about 4 months, but that's a bit high for actually having to work and play a game. Work to play a game. Transfer pausable. This is the other issue. They can prevent the token from going anywhere and being sold or anything like that. Or transfer pausable. I believe that's any type of transfer. I'm not sure, but the reason I believe they have this on is just in case. Oh, the one other thing with the mintable is just in case the minting contract is hacked. They can pause transfers so it doesn't break the game itself while they figure it out. If somebody starts minting tokens, then they can just pause transfers and fix things, perhaps. Transfer pausable, and the other thing is just in case they want to separate the game from the token a little bit, maybe they can just have the in-game tokens be the in-game tokens and the outside the game tokens outside the game if something's going haywire. But not as sure about this one, but that's my guess, and I don't think it's a terrible decision. Just something to be aware of. Overall, I am very confident in the security of this token from my limited knowledge and from my knowledge of the team. Now, I hope they get it audited by a good firm, and I hope they explain these two things and why they did them. Not necessarily a bad thing, just some things to be aware of in the security of this token. Doesn't mean it's a good buy, doesn't mean it's a bad buy, just the security. Now, all I will say about price is I do believe a $2 million market cap for something like this, if the inflation is not crazy, is probably pretty good. I want to show you one more thing about it. Sorry. There we go. Okay. So this is all the wallets that hold it. There's about 222 holders. This big bubble that all these smaller bubbles underneath it attached to is the contract address. So anybody, I think, wanting to get tokens from the game gets it from the contract address. I think probably it's the biggest liquidity provider, so usually when you're buying it from the contract address. Another address that gets it from the contract address has 8% of the tokens, probably a buyer, in my opinion. This probably has something to do with the mechanics of how the game works, but I am unclear about that. It doesn't look like the team, in my opinion. It looks like the team had to, and they have said this, that they had to buy it off of the secondary. Not sure what these bubbles are out here. Maybe these are the ones the team allocated before the separate to the contract address, because it hasn't received it from the contract address. So these might be the team's tokens out here. The biggest one is 2%, or sorry, not the team's tokens. The game's tokens. The reserve tokens that could be used for various things. Yeah, because the team said they had to buy them. So, ecosystem tokens, that is what I'm searching for. Not sure, but, and I don't know how to use this tool very well, but it's interesting to see the flows of where the money goes and stuff. Somebody better at analyzing this sort of thing could give me some tips on how to use it. So I believe this is the free Morales Money program, but you might have to have a certain amount of beans in order to, which you can claim every day if you have an account. I have the free plan, so very interesting. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you found this interesting. Hope you found this informative as to what questions you could ask the team if you want to, if you're interested, and give a little light on this token. Yeah. All right, Freelander out.